Hello, this tutorial will cover exercise 2-7 from your textbook. So here I am on the home page. Start a drawing and take a peek. It looks like this is in inches, which is the English system. So we're going to choose just the ACAD template. And if I hover, it says normal English feet in inches. That means we don't have to mess around with units per se. But still get in the habit of checking your units. So as soon as your drawing loads up, type in units and make sure you are in feet and inches. You may want to make a few tweaks depending on what the default comes in as once it pops up here. In just a moment, hopefully. There it is. So inches, and this is actually not what I want. I don't want architectural because this is in decimal. So I'm going to change this to decimal inches. The precision is only out to the hundredth, so I can change the precision. So you know, we want this to match what the drawing that we're duplicating is drawn in. So that all looks good. Hit OK. Turn off that snap and grid. You don't want it. And we're ready to begin. Now this time, again, I think it's easiest to start with a rectangle, which you'll find that to be the case. So I'm going to do the REC, enter, specify first corner. And I'm going to do the dimensions, so I can hit D, enter, for dimensions, specify length. 5, specify width, which I'm going to call height, 4. So this is our overall starting shape that we'll work with. Now we've got a few things going on here that will be interesting. We're going to start off with, I believe, mitering out the corners. So what I like to do is make a construction line, and you can do that fairly simply just by drawing a line out in space and hit F8 so it's orthographic, and click, and then enter to end. So I have a line out there. I'm going to move that line. Actually, I'm just going to use the move command. That way it's done. I'm going to move it up. So I hit M, enter. I'm going up with F8 on, so it's orthographic. Type in 2.5, enter, and there it is. So this is in essence a construction line. And then it appears that I have a circle of a radius of 1, which will create a fillet. So if I do a circle, specify the center point into that line. If you don't see that end, hit F3 to turn on your O-snap. And then you hit R for radius, because it defaults to diameter. And then my radius is 1. Enter. So there is my circle. I'm going to erase that construction line. And the next thing we need to do is continue the line up so we can trim it out. So I do L, enter for a line. And I want my first point to be the quadrant. If you don't see the quadrant, right click down here on your snap settings and change quadrant so you can find the quadrant. And I've got F8 turned on, and I'm going to go up until I hit that perpendicular point, which is the perpendicular symbol, and then hit spacebar to finish the command. So I have enough line work there. Now I can trim. You know how to do this. TR, enter, enter. And I can trim off that, trim away that, trim away that, hit enter to finish. I've got half of it now. Let's do the circle down here. We're thinking symmetrically, so we can mirror this. It's in 1.5 and up 1. So I think I'm just going to draw a line. Actually, no, I'm going to offset 1.5. But it's too far. I lose that line the way the offset works. So instead of that, I'm just going to draw myself a construction line. L, enter, draw a line down, and then move that line over 1.5. And same story here. If I draw a line along the base here, click to finish it, hit spacebar, move that line up 1. Got to have ortho on for this all to work. Now I'm ready to draw a circle. Center point is the intersection of those two lines, which if your O-snap's on, you'll see that X. Drag away, and it's asking for the radius of the circle. If radius doesn't appear, make sure you hit R, and it is 0.5. So there is my circle. I'm going to erase, E-enter, and then drag, spacebar, erase those construction lines. And the last thing here is we've got a little nub on the top that I skipped. That is 0.5 by 0.5 is what it appears. So I'm going to draw a line from that point over 0.5, and then still in the command, I'm going to drag down 0.5. And now I have that line, so I can leave that as it is. Last step here to get all of our line work on the other side is to mirror, and I'm only going to right drag. We learned this last time, so I only get what I've encompassed here, space bar. First point of mirror line is going to be the midpoint of the bottom. Drag straight down, and then click if you like it. Erase source objects, no. There we have it. Now I need to complete the line from here to here. That's just L enter, click, click, space bar to finish. Complete the line here, quad to quad, and complete the line here, quad to quad. Now that I have all this, I can trim to finish everything out. TR, enter, enter. Trim that away, that away, that away, that away, and that away. Hit escape or space bar. Now kind of take a step back and look. Make sure everything looks appropriate, which it does, and we're not required to have any dimensions. So like I said before, don't stop there. Go to a paper space tab to get used to this. Double click to activate, and this part is only 4 inches by 5 inches, so it should fit on a sheet of paper at full scale. So if we go to 1:1 scale, it does indeed fit. Double click out of it, activate the viewport, lock it down. And that is how you complete exercise 2.7. Don't forget to save it. Going to a save as, and we'll call that EX2-7. Thank you for your time.